Hello and welcome to week 2 of my attempt at vlogging. So lame. I haven't even got my first one out yet. Don't worry. I'm very slow at editing. It'll get out. Hopefully tomorrow. Famous last words. Right. At least this time I didn't delete everything. So there's still time. No, stop. Also, I totally forgot to film an ending to that vlog, so there's that. Okay, so this week, let's start out with reading updates. So my reading update for today is I finished Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. I'm about to probably go on a little bit of a spoiler-y rant. Here's your warning if you haven't read the book and you want to. So this story follows a couple of different perspectives. The main perspective is Rick Deckard, who is obviously a bounty hunter who decommissions androids for a living. And then the other perspective is of J.R. Isidore, who is what they call a chicken head or a special. And so the story, we find out that there were 8 androids that illegally came down to Earth from Mars, and we find that the head bounty hunter has taken out 2, and now Deckard has to take out the rest of them. And so, honestly, this whole book has me questioning everything. So there's this big major corporation called the Rosen Corporation, who is the one that came out with these Nexus 6 androids, and Deckard has to go there to find out what's so special about them, what's so different about them, and how to handle them. And they were like, well, we don't trust that your test can actually tell the difference between androids and humans. We don't think it's real. And so they decide to do a test where it's like Deckard has to do a blind test. You know, he doesn't know there's like so many androids and humans mixed into this test, and he's got to test everybody. And so they do the first test, and they try to trick him with an android who's been implanted with false memories, who doesn't know that she's an android at first, and then she messes up, and Deckard's like, boom, my stuff works. And so we go from there. But then then he goes to get this opera singer who is also one of the androids, but she is so good at like non-answering his questions that he can't get any sort of proper read. And then she's like, yo, you are a shady person, I'm calling the cops. So then she calls the cops, and a cop comes, and he's like, and Deckard's like, oh, thank goodness you're here. Here's my ID. And the cop's like, I don't know who you are. And Deckard's like, call my superior. And they're like, I've never heard of that guy. And so it starts having you question, and even Deckard starts questioning a little, like, what's going on? Like, is he an android? What is happening? So then he goes to this police station that's not his police station, but a different police station, and he gets pulled into an office of like a head detective guy, and the head detective guy calls down his bounty hunter, and that bounty hunter's like, I've never heard of you, dude. Like, what's going on here? And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go get my version of the, well, his is like a physical test. Yeah, it's an empathy test, whatever. And so he goes to get his, and Deckard's like, you're an android. And the guy's like, yeah, or the head detective guy's like, you got me. But then he proceeds to be like, so is the bounty hunter. You're in like a closed loop building. Like, everything's monitored. Our phone systems are internal. Like, it's like mind trippy. And you're like, what? So then the other bounty hunter comes back. There's a big kerfuffle. The android lead detective guy is killed. And then it's like, and then you start questioning whether or not the other bounty hunter that's now chilling with Deckard, whether he is an android, and now he is questioning whether or not he is actually an android. And then it's like, you know, they go and he gets the test done on him and he's not an android. And it's like, it's so mind trippy. And then there's so much more to it about the other guy, J.R. Isidore. He is now housing the 3 remaining androids. And he's all excited because nobody lives with him in his building. So it's just him. And so he's not alone anymore. And he is real excited about that. And he understands that these androids are taking advantage of him. But he is cool with it because he's got somebody to chat with. And it's like, it's not really cool. Then he finds a spider, and he's so excited. He finds a spider, and then the androids, you know, sit down and they watch this TV show because there's some big expose happening, and then you realize that, like, so while this big expose that the androids feel is going to prove that empathy is just a myth that the humans made up to keep them down, sort of thing. While that's happening, the 2 of the androids are like messing with the spider in a real sadistic way, and it's like, it's just like so just mind trippy. But then the end of it is just like, it just gets a little weird, and there are still parts of it that I don't fully understand, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. So I did enjoy it. It's definitely got me questioning. The one thing that it does is it affirms my stance on artificial intelligence and androids, because don't feel that the way the androids were treated was okay. Like, there's so many questions that this book brings up on so many different levels. Like, is it really okay to just kill these androids? I mean, first off, the reasons that these androids were even created to begin with is, it's like, that's not okay. And to make them more and more human, and then still treat them like they're a machine, like, it's yeah, it's pretty messed up. So yeah, questions. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. It was pretty quick. It was easy. I highly recommend, if you can do it, to get the audiobook. The reader was so good. I super enjoyed the audiobook. I feel as though this was probably easier for me to follow along with listening than actually physically reading. So, alright. Next, so I am still in the midst of doing the Buzzwordathon reading challenge for this month, which is the word dream. So I finished my first book for that challenge, and now I'm going to move on to the next one, which is the Dream Thieves. And I'm really excited about this because I I enjoyed the first one. It was nice. It was easy. It was easy to read and to listen to. So I'm going to be doing that this week. This week, I was going to make it my V.E. Schwab week because for my family's readathon, we are doing this Savage Song by V.E. Schwab. This is the first in a duology. The Monsters of Verity duology. I don't know too much. It says August Flynn wants to be human. Kate Harker wants to be ruthless. Their souls are in danger. Their city is divided, and Kate and August, the only two who see both sides, are the only ones who can save it. But how do you decide to be a hero or villain when it's hard to tell which is which? Wow, that sounds actually really good. So some of my sisters have actually started it, and they have really enjoyed it so far. So I am really excited to get this one going. So my main two goals for this week will be the Dream Thieves and the Savage Song. And if I can compel myself to do it, I would really, really like to get in The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And I think at this point we all know what this book is about. So that is my goals for this week. However, right now it is like 7 o'clock on a Sunday night. I am tired. I still have to get in a little bit of editing and hopefully some video game play. So that is it for me today, and I will update y'all tomorrow. Bye. It's amazing what a little mascara can do for you. Reading update. I just finished with the Dream Thieves, the second book in the Raven Cycle. Thoughts. I am really enjoying this story. This definitely feels more character driven than anything else, and I'm okay with that. A few of my issues lie in the fact that I'm still not connecting with the character of Ronan. However, I think that is more to do with the audiobook than the character itself. Yeah, there was one character voice that he did in this book that just was, I did not enjoy it. And unfortunately, that character was mainly dealing with Ronan. So, and then also, once again, I'm having issues with, I don't know if I talked about it before, but I'm having issues with Adam Parrish. My main thing is that his character is too focused on this male pride thing that's got going on, that towards the end of the book it definitely got better, but throughout this book I was definitely not liking this character at all. And in fact, some of his interactions with Blue just really set me over the edge. Like, I am sorry, no means no, and I don't owe you an explanation as to why. Blue definitely did not owe him an explanation towards anything, and he just needed to back off a bit, in my opinion. Other than that, it's going good. I know at first I was interested in Blue and Adam, but things have changed, and I'm good with it. I'm enjoying the journey. I wish there was a little, it's weird because whereas it felt the first book seemed more Adam driven, like maybe Adam and Gansey kind of driven. This book was for sure like Ronan and also Adam driven. So I'm curious because the next book is called Blue Lily, Lily Blue. So is blue going to be more of a focus in that book? Because I'm okay with it. I really like her character. Kind of reminds me a little of when I was that age. That makes me feel old saying that. But I'm not actually going to read that next one until probably, I think that's next month, because I think next month's Buzzword is like a color. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the ride. If you're looking for a serious plot, I don't think that this is the series for you. If you like character-driven stories, I think this is more geared towards that. As for the next book, I'm now moving on to The Savage Song by Schwab. For sure, I'm not going to get to Addie LaRue this week. Hopefully I can get to that one next week. I had originally thought of trying to join into the Medieval-a-thon that's happening this month, but I just can't. I just can't. Yeah, my main goal is to try and not overwhelm myself. I want to really enjoy all reading experiences that are going on, and I just don't feel trying to jump into another readathon at this point in time is probably going to be the best for me, especially since I am having a killer reading month. Oh, this is so good for me. It's so exciting. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I've already set out to do. And if at some point in time I can add in little extra readathons here and there, I for sure will. But at this moment in time, I'm gonna really keep honing in on like trying to make this content as good as I can. I'm feeling a little discouraged at the moment, but I just gotta keep pushing and keep trying. And you know, I'm really doing a lot better on learning how to do thumbnails. I've already gone back and changed one of like my old video thumbnails, and so I'm really excited about it, and I just gonna keep plodding along and hoping that you all stick with me and enjoy too. So alright, yeah, I will see you in the next I'll update again when I have something to update. Or something. Gosh, I don't even know. Alright. Bye. Okay, so reading update. Thought I would do a quick little reading update, because then I gotta get ready and I gotta go run a bunch of errands. But okay. I am really enjoying this book, and I am reading it so fast because the pacing is so good. However, where I stopped, I am so angry. I am so angry. So I stopped at, I read up until verse 3. And I did read, and of course it was so late at night. And so I was like, alright, once I hit verse 3, I'll go to bed. But it ended on such a kind of cliffhanger-y kind of ending that I was like, okay, I'll read a few sentences in to see what happens. And I'm so angry at the choices that Kate Harker is making right now. I'm so angry. So that's my update, is that I'm really liking this book. I'm really enjoying it. I can't see it ending on a happy note, per se. I hope it does. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. But right now, I am just so displeased. I'm just so upset. I'm just so upset with the choices that Kate Harker has made in this book. She better fix herself. Alright, I'll see you in the next. Alright, last and final update. believe I left off being super annoyed and upset and mad at Kate Harker. But then I read a little bit further and, you know, it's okay. It all kind of worked out. But so I finished the Savage Song last night, and I really liked it. It's definitely an interesting commentary on like monsters and humans, like who is actually the real monster, because sometimes it feels like it's the humans. But so I really liked the commentary that this book gave. The pacing was just boom, 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 nonstop. I really liked that. Yeah, and just the overall story, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this book. As a final wrap up of my week, I cannot believe that I finished 3 books. Granted, this one I did kind of start last week, but yeah, I finished 3 books this. Oh, hey baby girl, come on. You say hi? You say hi? So yeah, I finished 3 books this week. This month has just been such an amazing reading month so far for me, and there's still 2 weeks left in the month, so I'm so excited. But so all in all, this was a 4-star reading week. Yeah, nothing has been below a 4 stars so far, so, you know, knock on wood, everything stays that way. That is my wrap up for today. Yeah, just gotta do my thumbnail, gotta take some Instagram photos because I gotta do better about posting up on there. And yeah, so I've really enjoyed everything I've been reading so far. I think honestly for the rest of the month I've only really got 2 books planned because one of them is very big, and I don't know if I'll actually get, I don't even know if I'll actually even get to finish them. We'll see. One of them I definitely will. I didn't get to Addie LaRue this week, so I'm gonna do Addie LaRue, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, for next week. And if I am able to finish that in time, I will start the next book. So, alright, thank you for joining me, and let me know if you've read any of these books. 2 of them I did for the Buzzwordathon. I did The Dream Thieves and Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. And then The Savage Song was actually my family's book club pick. So alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.